How's it going? Nice to see you again, and welcome to another episode of Is It Worth Downloading? Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a little series of mine that I do here where I take 3 free games that I find online or are suggested by you lovely folks, and I play them, and I give you my first impressions, kind of a little shallow review, and I let you know, as the title would indicate, I tell you if it's worth downloading or not. Oh, and I wanted to mention, on the last episode, I reviewed Splitgate, but I was unable to actually show any of my own gameplay. So I actually streamed, and you can go over on Flabbergasmic, over on Twitch, and see some of that gameplay. I plan on playing a little more Splitgate in the future. I really enjoy that game. The first stream of mine didn't go super well. Wow. It is. Hopefully it was just weird for a second. Hopefully the whole stream isn't as laggy as that was. I'll figure something out. I'll get it nice and actually situated. So you can expect something more like that in the future. So stop on by if you'd like to. Have you downed someone? Damn. Oh my god. He came in out of fucking nowhere. What were you doing here? Alright. The first game we had of the night was Apex Legends. I know, another big name. If you didn't see my last episode, it was all big names. You had Roblox, you had Fortnite. I mean, these are huge names. I usually don't do those on this series, but screw it, the floodgates are open now, so I guess I do. But this game suggestion was given to us by this lovely individual. So Apex Legends is one of your uber popular battle royale games right now. I mean, they pretty much got like a holy trinity going on of like Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to be able to help comparing these games together, right? Fortnite and Apex, I'm going to be like comparing them, so I don't mean to like start a war or like engulf this whole like turf war that's going on. I just mean to like give my impressions and get out of here. I'm not on any side. I just want to let that be known. Apex is your first person shooter. It's got that Titanfall-esque gameplay because it's made by the same people, Respawn Entertainment, and I mean, it's very fast, it's very, quick paced. There's a lot going on at once. There's a whole lot of things to pick up, and there's a whole lot of people to shoot, which is your basic recipe for a battle royale. Yeah, it doesn't exactly like break boundaries by any means. It's a perfectly fine battle royale, but I wouldn't say it's like, whoa, it's kind of just like, oh, wow. Does that make sense? Do guttural noises like work for instead of words? Because obviously I don't have much of those right now. But honestly, the game is tried and true. It's fine. You know what I mean? These games have been played millions of times, and they're run by huge corporations. So nothing's like broken or weird or like not exactly how they intended, because it really pretty much is for the most part. I know they added a new game mode that is kind of like 3-on-3, and it's a little more close and intimate, with just one squad up against another squad, which is fun. But in terms of the actual battle royale, which is like the main meat and potatoes of this game, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not caring for these battle royale games like I used to. I mean, I don't know why. It wasn't bad. I just was tremendously bored. But in the sense of comparing this one to Fortnite, I really didn't have as much fun. The gunplay, honestly, in this one, I prefer. I like that kind of like quick, agile movement that they got going on, and the weapons in general feel nice. Most of the designs are pretty unique. You're playing as characters that have special abilities, so one character might have like a scanning ability, and the other one has kind of like this missile strike type of deal. And that makes it interesting, right? You'll see squads made up of different characters, and some work together better than others. overall, I had a pretty fine time with the game. There wasn't too much to complain about other than my horrible performance or lack thereof. So yeah, I mean, if you dig battle royales, you probably already know about Apex Legends, and I implore that you give it a try. I really had to debate this final rating, but I'm gonna give this game a 7 out of 10, which is higher than Fortnite. Now, the only reason for that is because of that extra 3-on-3 like squad game mode. It just adds something to the overall package. I'm kind of just sick of battle royales, and so this game, while I like certain aspects of it more, I can't deny that honestly I didn't have as much fun as when I was playing Fortnite, which I don't like to admit that fact, but I genuinely liked playing Fortnite more, even though I do genuinely believe that Apex Legends is better. Does that make sense? Not really. It doesn't make sense to me either. So, I mean, I would give it a 6 out of 10 for that and have it kind of be on the same level as Fortnite, but because it has that extra game mode, it gives it that little extra push. That little extra push to make it 7 territory, so take that as you will. I don't mean to, be on a certain side of a war. It's just that's my opinion. So yeah, I think this game's worth a download, but who am I kidding? You probably already have it downloaded. I don't see a single person. I do not see a single person, and it's telling me that there's one more person with me. I don't see anyone. Did I win? There you are. Jesus, where was he hiding? I went around like 100 times and I couldn't find him. Ah, I did it. I won. I won a case. And the second game of the night we had was Pixel Strike 3D. This game was recommended to us by this individual. So you already know it's of questionable quality. But Pixel Strike 3D wasn't terrible. I hate to admit that, but it wasn't awful. As I'm sure you could tell by the gameplay, it is like a Minecraft version of a first-person shooter. It's kind of like what you would get like from like a mod on Minecraft. Like everything looks like Minecraft. The terrains, the world, the characters, they are very clearly imitating that blocky classic style that kids love. I mean, if we're being honest, kids adore this. So I'm sure that, a lot of the people here are probably children, which explains why I was just mopping the floor with the competition. Like, Apex Legends was rough. I was not doing super hot. But this game, dude, I was going wild. All right? I was beating down little Timmy and little Sally left and right. In the context of a video game. Hold on. Wait. Like, legitimately, I was just fucking everything up. I was so incredible for no reason. It's easy to pick up and play. I ended up winning the little Battle Royale mode, which, by the way, brings me to my second point. This game has multiple game modes. I mean, obviously, Battle Royale, because you have to. And then there's a free-for-all mode, there's team deathmatch, there's like a death run, maze run, something run. There's a bunch of different game modes. All but 2 are locked behind a little level wall, but I could see the potential of them abusing it by having you pay for money to kind of skip all that hassle and just get the game mode that you want. So that's kind of crappy, I assume. Yeah, don't worry, there's plenty of things for you to spend real world money on. Same with Apex Legends, honestly, which I don't super respect because I feel like this game's target audience is children. So I don't love the idea when any game that's for children have heavy monetization in it, but so does Fortnite and Apex Legends, which I both reviewed already as well. So here we are. Go ahead, kids, gamble and spend your parents' money, I guess. Now, the gameplay was not bad. The gunplay was fine. The general controls are easy to make sense of right away and just kind of go with it. The guns, there are different types of guns, and there's customization, and it's not terrible. I mean, you look at it on the surface and you're like, okay, alright, this is going to be a pretty rough one, but it's not terrible, and I hate to say that out loud. So yeah, it's not awful, but please don't get me misunderstood, it's not incredible. While it's not garbage, it's not the best game to be released, right? So please temper your expectations. Just know that if you're going into this with low expectations, you won't be disappointed. You'll be moderately surprised, like I was, honestly. And so, for a final rating, I'll give it a 5 out of 10, which is respectable, right? I mean, that might seem kind of low given my amount of surprise of how not terrible it was. But, I mean, 5 out of 10 is not a bad score. I mean, to me, it's kind of just average. And I feel like this reflects that. But, if you're willing to give it a shot, I wouldn't tell you not to download it. Go for it, honestly. It's not the worst thing in the world. Just don't expect anything great, and you're going to be perfectly happy with it. Wow, that is something. That is genuinely something. What's up? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what it is. I got it. Bang! Alright. He shoved that right back in my face. And the last game we had on the night was Slappyball. Yeah, this one's a real sleeper. It is volleyball, but you play as hands. Like, hands that have accessories on them, and they run around, grunt, jump, slap, and play volleyball. And it's just as chaotic as you would think it is. Honestly, this game has a lot of potential. And I say that because right now, at the state that it is, it's not super great. Playing it, you can tell that there's definitely some problems. There's some issues with contact where sometimes when a hand should have counted as blocking the ball, it doesn't, right? Or saving it at the last second, it won't really detect it. And that's pretty huge when it comes to a game like this. It's supposed to be a generally competitive game, right? You're going up against another team. So having like a bug or a glitch like that where something isn't reading properly is huge. It's detrimental to you winning or losing that game. But I mean, to be fair, it's not like anyone's really taking this game seriously. Yeah, I played a good couple rounds and I genuinely had a lot of fun. Like, this one was a blast. The little commentator's voice is kind of like odd placed and goofy, but it's kind of cute and endearing in its own way. You got a lot going on with the visual style and just the general theme of it being walking hands that are playing a game that makes it fun and different than other games. And I love the general gameplay of the game. I feel like there are definitely things that need to be changed or improved on. When you hit the ball, right, the idea is you want to hit the ground, but the ground in this case is a table, and outside of that table is open space, and unfortunately the ball can go out into that open space area. It does a pretty good job of hitting boundaries and coming back in, but I feel like instead of having the boundaries be outside of the table, they should just be confined to the outline of the table. Kind of like in like Rocket League or something, where if you hit the ball out, like, you can't really, because it's going to hit the wall and just stay on the court at all times. Like, if you can't tell, like, I'm kind of passionate about this game. It was a lot of fun. It just wasn't quite up to par yet. I can, obviously it's an alpha or a beta or some whatever. It's not finished yet. So there's still work to be done. They know that, right? The developers are aware, and I can't wait to see where this game ends up. Now, right now, matchmaking is really difficult. There's only, like, at one point there's 40 people, which isn't terrible, but, like, not super great when you're trying to find a match. So keep that in mind. You are able to play, like, exhibition games against, like, AI. Overall, it was a good game that just has a bunch of problems. My final score for Slappyball is going to be a 5 out of 10. Similar to Pixel Strike 3D, but for its own different reasons. And if you're willing to kind of check out the progress, you can go ahead and download it. I 100% think that you should. It is so much fun, and I can't wait to see how much fun it can be in the future, because right now there's a lot of bugs and stuff that need to be worked through. And that's all. We did it. We're done. Congratulations. I don't know why I'm congratulating you. If you enjoyed what you saw, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this. I plan on, continuing on this series for like 1,000. So if you want to see any of those, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and ring the bell too. Why not? Then you'll know immediately when the next installment comes out, and you don't have to wait. I know how much people don't like to wait, so there you go. That is a little secret between you and me. Go ahead and follow my socials at Flabbergasmic. That's Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. It's all under one name, so hey, it's easy, it's perfect. And if you have any game suggestions of your own that you would want me to check out, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. That way I can play it for you. I'll give it a little quick review. I'll give you a little rating score out of 10, and I will let you know if that game is worth downloading. So if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and do it. Again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys around. Peace. Yeah, no silly funny outro this time. We're good. I'm kind of like that cool professor that lets class out early. Alright, remember that. You owe me for next time. See you around.